Hello friends, welcome to Aligned Pattern. Today we will continue our computer operating system questions and answers segment which we have seen in previous lecture. If you haven't seen that video, I will provide you link in the description box. These questions asked in many exams like UGC NET, JKSSB, GATE, ITI, COPA, CCA, CCNA and CCC and other computer related exams. So without further ado, let's continue. Our first question is DOS stands for, and the answer is Disk Operating System. Generally, MS-DOS is an acronym for Microsoft Disk Operating System. It is an operating system for x86-based personal computers mostly developed by the Microsoft. You know what is operating system? An operating system is the system software that manages the computer hardware, software resources and provides the common service for computer programs. Okay. Then next question, Unix stands for, and the answer is Uniplex Information Computing System. Unix was earlier known as to be Unix, which stands for Uniplex Information Computer System. Unix is a multitasking, powerful multi-user, a virtual operating system which could be implemented on a variety of platforms such as desktop, laptop, servers and mobile devices. Okay. With this related topic, next question is Unix operating system developed in the year dash, and the answer is in 1969. As I said earlier, Unix is a powerful, a highly popular and multitasking operating system which launched in the year 1969. Okay, next question. Dash is an open source software. A. Unix, B. Linux, C. Windows, D. Mac, and the answer is B. Linux. Linux is an open source software system. Open source software, that is OSS, is a software that is distributed with its source code, making it available for use, modification and distribution with its original rights. In simple terms, we can say that the such software must include the source code and allow distribution. A program can be modified and used by anyone regardless of project or related industry. If we think about the advantage of this open source software system, then it may include flexibility, stability, security, reliability, easier evaluation and just possible savings, better support and possible savings. Okay. Then next question. Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie develop an operating system named dash, and the answer is Unix. Unix is the operating system which is developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. Question number 6. The first Linux kernel was released in dash, and the answer is in 1991. The first Linux kernel was released in 1991. While studying computer science at University of Helsinki, Linus Torvalds began a project that later became the Linux kernel. In March 1992, Linux kernel 0.95 became the first version of the Linux kernel capable of running the X Windows system. Okay. Question number 7. The computer and software system that controls the machine is called dash. Answer is embedded system. An embedded system is a combination of hardware and software that is designed to carry out a certain task it has a specific function. For example, a fire alarm is an embedded system. It will sense only smoke. Okay. Question number 8. Mac operating system was developed by dash. A. Steve Jobs, B. Abhinandan, C. Sundar Pichai, D. Dennis Ritchie, and the answer is A. Steve Jobs. Mac operating system is a Unix operating system developed and marked by Apple since 2001. It is the primary operating system for Apple's Mac computers. It is a proprietary graphical operating system that powers every Mac operating system software. Question number 9. The component that process data are located in dash. The component that process data are located in the system unit. In simple terms, a system unit is the part of a computer that has the ability to primary devices that perform operations and produce results for a complex calculation, such as the peripheral examples are motherboard, CPU, RAM and other components. Okay. Question number 10. Operating system is the most common type of dash software. A. System software, B. Application software, C. Utility, D. Symbian, and the answer is A. System. Operating system is the most common type of system software. System software is the software designed to provide a platform for other software. Example of system software include operating system like Mac operating system, Linux, Android and Microsoft Windows. Computational science software, game engine, search engine, industrial automation and software as a service applications. Okay. Then next question. Multitasking and multi-user are features of dash. A. Unix, B. Windows, C. Symbian, D. Mac, and the answer is A. Unix. Multitasking and multi-user are feature of Unix. Actually, this operating system permit several users to utilize the programs that are concurrently running on a single network server. Okay. In simple term, it means multiple users may have a multiple tasks running simultaneously. For example, on its own PC, each user can access same documents. Like if one document has a song or movie, then other computers attached with it only play that song or movie on their PC also. In this multi-user operating system, one advantage is that if one computer in the network gets error, then the other computer not get affected, and that's why the system handle this efficiently. Okay. Then next question: data and programs stored in main memory when dash. A. Processor uses them. B. Computers on. C. Computers off. D. Computer connected to internet. And the answer is A. The processor uses them. Actually, the fundamental storage unit in the computer system is the main memory. It is the system that is used to store information for immediate use in a computer or related computer hardware and digital electronic device. Modern memory is implemented as the semiconductor memory. There are two main kinds of semiconductor memory, volatile and non-volatile. Example of non-volatile memory are flash memory and PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. Okay, and the example of volatile is DRAM and SRAM. That is DRAM used for primary storage. That is the dynamic random access memory, and static random access memory, that is SRAM, used for CPU cache. Okay, remember this. The next question: computer process data into info by working exclusively with dash, and the answer is numbers. Computer process data into info by working exclusively with numbers. We all know computer process data in the form of numbers. When we see in computer, we will get only text and images and videos. Or shapes, right? But for computer, all of that is just the binary number, ones and zero. That's why our answer is numbers. Question number 14. When creating a computer program, which of the following designs the structure of the program? A. System analyst. B. Computer program. C. Computer designer. And D. Programmer. And the answer is A. System analyst. When creating a computer program, system analyst designs the structure of the program. Question number 15. Which is a computer program that directly executes instructions written in a programming or scripting language without requiring them previously to have been compiled into a machine language program? And the answer is interpreter. We all know that the interpreter directly executes the instruction written in a programming or scripting language without previously converting them to an object core or the machine code. Regarding with the same, next question is: which is a computer program that translates and executes program at a runtime line by line? A. Compiler. B. Assembler. C. Language converter. And D. Interpreter. And the answer is D. Interpreter. The interpreter transforms the high-level program into an intermediate language and then perform the commands directly, which is done line by line or statement by statement. Okay, that's why our answer is D. Interpreter is a computer's program that translates and executes program at a runtime by line. Then question number 17. Inheritance is an dash principle. Inheritance is an object-oriented programming principle. Okay, object-oriented means it's a system or software methodology that is built on the concepts of logical object. Object-oriented language include the Java, C++, C#, Python, and JavaScript. And in Java, inheritance is an important pillar of OOPS, that is object-oriented programming concept. In Java, one class is allowed to inherit the features, that is fields and methods of another class. Okay, there are three important terminology of inheritance in Java: superclass, subclass, and reusability. Superclass is the class whose features are inherited, is known as the superclass or a base class, or we can say the parent class. Then subclass is the class that inherits the other class, is known as the subclass, or derived class, extended class, or also we call as the child class. Okay, and reusability, when we want to create a new class and there is already a class that includes some of the code that we want, we can derive our new class from the existing class. By doing this, we are reusing the field and methods of the existing class. Okay, got it? The next question is: which one is an example of operating system? A. Antivirus. B. Windows. C. MS Office. D. Micromedia. And the answer is B. Windows. Windows is an example of operating system. Question number 19. Where does the minimize application resides in Windows? Answer is on a taskbar. Minimize programs may be located and accessed from the Windows taskbar, which is located at the bottom of any Windows desktop. Okay, for example, this. The taskbar is an element of an operating system located at the bottom of the screen. Through start menu or view any currently open program, it lets you locate and launch the program. Notification area is of the right side of the taskbar, and it lets you to check the date and time, okay, and items running in the background. Then next question is, which control panel applets gives the information of computer? A. System and security. B. Hardware and sound. C. Programs. D. Appearance and personalization. And the answer is A. System and security. The system and security category allows you to view computer system information and setting. Okay. If you haven't watched the previous set of operating system, then watch it in the next video. We will continue this lecture in the next section. Don't forget to watch all computer related videos in our channel. See you in the next lecture.